If you were considering boho goddess braids, consider no more. Book that appointment. I'm telling you right now. This hairstyle is where the wig girls meet the braid girls. It's amazing. It's great. And if you want to see how it's done, keep watching. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. XOXO Sheba here. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. And if you're an OG subscriber, what's good? Welcome back. As y'all can see, this is not a wig this time. This is the new boho gypsy goddess braids look. I am in love with this style. I'm definitely going to be doing this more, and I'll be taking y'all through the process of how I do each style that I get. My cousin did it for me. She's a braider. She just moved to my city, so you know, getting all the braids now. I've had these in for about 2 weeks at this point, and they've been lasting really well, and I love doing different styles with them. Like today I got a little half up, half down with the sides kind of out. I love the element of adding the human hair out with the braid because it does give this mix of like weave and braids. Now, being that this was my cousin's first time doing this, we are going to do this again another time. It's kind of like a rough draft, and I like how this came out too. It's very subtle but very much still there. But what I really wanted was this really, you know, full body wave kind of hair look. I'll show it to you guys on the video. Look kind of like tree braids. Next time we're gonna add more hair in and, you know, add more bulk of the hair in because this is like thin strands throughout the braids. But this is still a look. Some people like a lot of hair in it, some people don't like a lot of hair in it. Personal preference, but the way that I have it, I still like it. The only thing that I will warn you guys, when you do this or have this done, don't do the crochet way if you plan on using human hair. And I tell you why. The human hair, because of its silkiness, does not crochet not well. I have a few crochet strands throughout the hair because I wanted to add in more body when I first got them done, and you can kind of see where those knots are if I don't hide them because they won't stay, you know, knotted up. So lesson learned, the human hair does better when you just braid it in. I went with waist length. I know a lot of people like butt length and hip length and knee length and all of that, but waist length is cool for me. If I were just doing braids, I would have definitely did butt length, but with me adding in the human hair extensions throughout the braids, waist length was cool because you're gonna get extra inches from the human hair. The size that I have is smedium knotless. I think I was sick with smedium knotless. Although it didn't make me realize how small my head actually was. I was so used to wearing my kinky straight U parts, I didn't realize how little I had in the back of the head. But medium size actually really works for me. I might even do small, but I know my cousin would be, she'd kill me. So I'm gonna take you guys through the process of how to get the boho gypsy goddess braids look. Show you exactly how you can add the hair in, because it looks harder than it is. It's actually a very simple process if you know how to braid. And I'll also be giving you guys commentary throughout the voiceover of what we did and what we would do different the next time. Okay, so my cousin came over and she started setting up shop with her braiding rack and getting her braids all ready to go. And while she was doing that, I started cutting the bundles off the track. I'm using 3 bundles. I'm only gonna show y'all 2, but I did have 3 bundles of 20-inch hair. For the look that I got, we really didn't use more than a bundle. I have so much hair left over right now because we didn't go super full. So I know that's one of the questions I had when looking up this style and what we needed to pull this off. If you want it to look how you see my end result look, you really only need about 1 or I would say 2 bundles just to be safe, but really probably about 1 bundle. But if you want it full and super thick, I would definitely get the 3 bundles, especially because when we do this again, I'm still using the same pack of hair. So this style would go just like how your regular knotless braids would go, just with a little bit of an added touch. When my cousin goes in, she takes the hair and she doesn't fold it right in half because you want the longer piece out, but she incorporates that shorter piece when she does fold it into the braid, enough to where it can braid and be sturdy, but also not too much so that the hair is left out. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up so you can get a good view of what that looks like, but here's what it looks like when she did it on my head. When she does do my braids though, she makes sure to part her rows and everything and get it good to go, and then section them out, and then she starts braiding my hair. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am doing medium knotless braids. They are waist length, and this is a close-up of what it looks like when she's braiding the human hair into my hair. Now she's going to use just a piece of curly like crochet hair to show you guys, but this is what you would do, and this is what you want the strand of hair, whatever hair you choose to use, to look like when you braid it in or have somebody braid it in for you. I love how she did the parts on the front of my head. Instead of having them be like box parts, she had them frame around my little off-center widow's peak, and it really actually played out well for me to wear in a middle part. My only thing I'm probably going to ask her to do next time we do this style is, I know a lot of braiders try to do the front braids a little bit away from your hairline because they don't want to rip your edges out. However, I have edges of steel and they're very thick, so I think next time I would ask her to probably break that very front row into 2 rows, so that way it is right on my hairline, because I do have the hairline for it. Now, because it was just her working by herself, these braids did take a minute. We was at this for, I want to say, about a good 8 to 10 hours. We did have some breaks in there, but it was a good 8 to 10 hours. Never mind the 5-year-old in the back. He gonna do what he does. I'm gonna give y'all a little cheat sheet that we picked up on in doing this. If you want it really full, do about 4 to 6 strands of the human hair throughout the braid. And if you want it just loosely in there, kind of like what I got, I would say about 3 to 4 strands of hair throughout each braid. And this was my final result. This is perfect summertime hair, perfect vacation hair, because you get that mixture of free flowing hair mixed with braids that you can keep up with. You can go swimming, but you can still have a bit more of a glam look if that's what you're going for. I love the boho braids so much. Like, this style is for me. I'm gonna take a few braids to get my wig review coins in and all that, but I'm definitely coming back to these braids. For maintenance, the same way braiders put that foam on your hair to stop the frizz, I do that at night and wrap my hair with a scarf and keep it nice and tight so it doesn't get frizzy on me. And then the rest of the hair, I just put in 2 braided pigtails at night. I also make sure to be oiling my scalp a couple times a week as well. Links to the hair that I used in this video will be down below in the description box, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!